Item number SCP-2576. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-2576 and Joseph Abbasi are contained in a low-security dormitory at Area 12 and are under the jurisdiction of the Foundation Parazoology Department. Joseph Abbasi has expressed no desire to leave Area 12 and as such will likely sustain SCP-2576 containment indefinitely. Research into SCP-2576's status in the event of Mr. Abbasi's death is ongoing. Description: SCP-2576 is a memetic non-entity capable of being perceived only by humans who are aware of its perception by other humans. SCP-2576 resembles a small Carpa agaricus hickorus, or a common domesticated goat, whose outermost layer of skin and fur is constantly shifting pattern of all colors of visible white. Despite its ability to be perceived by humans as an actual physical entity, testing the video observation of SCP-2576 has concluded that it does not exist except as a memetic device with human minds. SCP-2576 usually acts like a typical domesticated goat, with several exceptions. SCP-2576 cannot interact physically with the world around it, and is capable of moving between walls and other solid objects. SCP-2576 does not appear to require sustenance, though can be perceived as attempting to eat grass or other plant life it encounters. SCP-2576 can communicate with humans, usually in their native tongue, but does not produce actual sound, except projecting its voice as a memetic influence without a human mind. Individuals who hear SCP-2576 speak to them find it difficult to describe their voice, but they are hearing their descriptions usually difficult with each other. SCP-2576 self-describes as Discordus and the Harbinger of Chaos, and claims to be by a powerful memetic entity that has become trapped within the form of a memetic goat by Joseph Abbasi, formerly SCP-2576-B, a goat herder from Zob, Pakistan. Despite consistent testing on Joseph Abbasi that has been unable to produce any evidence that Mr. Abbasi exhibits any anomalous qualities whatsoever, SCP-2576 does not appear capable of existing in any form outside the range of roughly 30 meters from Mr. Abbasi. While it seems to cause SCP-2576 a considerable amount of distress since being contained by Foundation personnel, SCP-2576 appears to have reassigned itself to its current existence, preferring to spend its time acting like a goat and attempting to postulate to Foundation personnel near Mr. Abbasi. Addendum 2576-1. Discovery. SCP-2576 was discovered by Joseph Abbasi in 2009 and was shortly thereafter contained by Foundation personnel after reports of a ghostly creature haunting a Pakistani man were circulated on the internet. The following is an interview of Joseph Abbasi shortly after his collection by Foundation personnel. SCP-2576's dialogue was transcribed by an outside observer. Begin log. So, tell us about the night you first saw that goat. Well, you have dreamed about work, yes? I think most people have. I dream about goats sometimes. That is my work. So that night, I slept later than usual, and restlessly and filthy in the foul mind of a man, restless because of the persistence of discordious ambiguity, undoubtedly. You will give it a rest for 5 minutes. SCP-2576 sounds. Thank you. In my dream, I saw a sky colored with colors of the rainbow, flashing across the sky. Very bright, very bright. Then I saw something coming out of the sky, wrapped in colors. It looked like an eye, but it was also with many eyes, and it spun very, very quickly. When I looked at something, that thing was destroyed. Black lightning came down around me, striking and disturbing the ground. It was very uncomfortable, and it was not long before the eyes settled on me. What happened then? An abomination, blasphemy, worship for Pookie, enough. Mr. Bazzi slaps the entity which, despite the lack of physical presence, reels from the strike and growls at Mr. Bazzi from the corner of the room. I named the goat Pookie. It does not like that name very much, but I do not like being told about the wretched undulations of humanity's sentence while I'm trying to sleep. Pookie pauses. The monster in the sky settled in the gaze on me. For the moment I felt intense heat, but then I remembered my goats, and it was confirmed. The next thing I knew, I had opened my eyes, and I remembered from dreaming, and Pookie was standing before me. He was very confused. I think it took him some time before he settled down. You said that earlier, that others cannot believe you at first. No. I don't think other people can see Pookie unless they are told that he is there. They cannot hear him either. He doesn't seem to like this either. Says he most likely to bother people. He was not always a rainbow goat. At first he was a regular goat. Several days later, I found him looking like he is now. He cannot do much, but he can make himself rainbow colored. So he did that. I think it was out of spite. And succumb to your bestest nature, and give your inhumanity embrace, lust for blood and metal, eradicate this. Has the goat ever harmed you in any way? And you or anyone else? No, you know he's not really there, right? He's not real. Will revenge ravage your very being and obliterate your pitiful essence? Your suckling children will weep for merciful death after Pookie, go lie down. Pookie, go lie down. I'm this greatest harbinger of chaos, and I will come for you, domesticated human sheep, petrified of true power. I taste blood and steel. You are under attack. But I will go lie down, after the desire to rest for a short time. Glad that Mr. Bezzy and Dr. McCoy. You will do well to tremble amongst yourselves while I slumber. Is it always like this? Usually. But it actually really enjoys being scratched behind the ears, if you can believe it. It actually calms him down. Oh, and oats. He loves oats. He doesn't actually eat them, but you know. But he goes through them on motions that seem to make him happy. Why do you think it looks like a goat? Well, I think wherever Pookie came from, he must have some big deal. He came here unexpecting to be a big deal here too. But how big a deal can something be if it can get trapped in a dream goat or in a prior herder's head? It's funny though. I don't mind keeping him around, but here is the goat. But here as the goat is done somewhere else, it could be cause trouble, eh? And log. Addendum 2576-2. Incident log. The following are recorded incidents between 2576 and Foundation personnel. Any personnel who encounters SCP-2576 is encouraged to file a report with the SCP-2576 research team at Site-17. Incident ID I-25761. Date September 13th, 2010. Location Site-17 B-Wing Cafeteria. Summary: Dr. Lauren Palmer was confronted by SCP-2576 during breakfast. SCP-2576 spoke fervently to Dr. Palmer about undoing the foul aberrations of her unclean flesh. SCP-2576 continued for several minutes before growling tired of falling asleep on the ground near Dr. Palmer's table. SCP-2576 was shortly thereafter collected by Mr. Abezi, then returned to their containment quarters. Incident ID I-2576.5. Date November 25th, 2011. Location Testing Chamber W-303. Summary: SCP-2576 encountered the wall of the testing chamber during routine testing of SCP-blank. SCP-2576 marked on the facility of this dismissal existence and the absolution of truth that all wicked souls must face, become distracted by Dr. Moore's laser pointer before eventually turning to Mr. Abezi, who was undergoing a routine examination in the next room. Incident ID I-2576.9. Date June 1st, 2012. Location Assistant Dr. Sinclair's office. Summary: SCP-2576 entered Assistant Dr. Sinclair's office during a meeting between the Assistant Director Actus of Site-81, and Director Orwell of Site-63. SCP-2576 attempted to gain the attention of three directors in order to posturalize to them, but was ignored. After multiple attempts to interact with the doctors, SCP-2576 became quiet for a time and watched the directors from the corner of the office. Sometime later, SCP-2576 approached Assistant Dr. Sinclair, who proceeded to scratch SCP-2576 behind the ears and offer it some oats, which it promptly was perceived to be seen eating. SCP-2576 reportedly wagged its tail throughout this exchange.